Imagine waking up and knowing everyone's thoughts. The moment you open your eyes, the thoughts of those around you are as clear as day. No one hides their true feelings anymore. Every emotion, every fleeting thought is visible for all to see. Every like, every annoyance, every secret desire laid bare. Imagine the transparency, but also the vulnerability. This is the world of telepathy, a world where minds are no longer fortresses but open books, a place where privacy is a relic of the past. How would this change us? Would our relationships deepen with this newfound honesty, or would the constant exposure to others' thoughts drive us apart? Would it be paradise or pandemonium, a utopia of understanding or a dystopia of chaos? The ability to read minds, once the domain of science fiction, is now a tangible possibility. What was once a dream is now on the brink of reality. Neuroscientists are making strides in understanding the brain, unlocking its secrets one discovery at a time, and technologies like brain-computer interfaces are blurring the line between mind and machine. The integration of human thought with technology is closer than ever. While we might not be plugging into each other's minds just yet, the advancements are undeniable. The day when we can access another person's thoughts might be closer than we think. The future is unfolding before our eyes, but before we reach for this telepathic future, we must ask ourselves, are we ready for it? The implications are vast, and the journey has just begun. In a world without mental privacy, the dance of seduction could become a relic of the past. Imagine knowing your date finds your jokes corny before you even finish the punchline, or discovering your partner's wandering eye. Not through a telltale text, but a stray thought. Honesty, they say, is the foundation of a strong relationship. But is brutal, unfiltered honesty always a good thing? Perhaps the white lies and polite fictions we tell each other serve a purpose, smoothing over the rough edges of human interaction. In a world where every fleeting negative thought is broadcast, could any relationship survive? The workplace, that arena of carefully crafted personas and strategic silences, would be utterly transformed by telepathy. Imagine knowing your boss secretly thinks your ideas are absolutely terrible, or your co-worker is gossiping about you by the water cooler. Negotiations would become exercises in transparency, with each party privy to the other's bottom line. Job interviews would be brutally honest affairs, with candidates' true skills and motivations laid bare. While this transparency could lead to greater efficiency and accountability, it could also foster an environment of distrust and deep paranoia. The transparent election politics in the psychic era. Politics, that game of spin and carefully crafted public images, would be upended in a telepathic society. In this new era, the traditional tools of political maneuvering would become obsolete. No longer could politicians rely on their charisma alone to sway the masses. Imagine knowing a politician's true motives behind every rousing speech and every carefully staged photo op. The public would have unprecedented access to the inner workings of their leaders' minds, making it nearly impossible to deceive the electorate. Elected officials would no longer be able to hide behind carefully constructed facades or spin-doctored sound bites. Their true intentions and hidden agendas would be laid bare for all to see, creating a new level of accountability. Every shady deal, every backroom agreement, every whispered promise of power would be open for public scrutiny. The era of secretive politics would come to an end, replaced by a demand for honesty and transparency. While this transparency could lead to a more accountable government, it could also create a climate of fear and distrust where politicians are too afraid of public backlash to make difficult decisions. The balance between transparency and effective governance would be a delicate one, requiring new norms and practices to navigate this brave new world. Walls of the mind, technology and privacy in a telepathic society. The rise of telepathy would necessitate a technological revolution. We would need devices to help us filter the constant stream of thoughts, to protect our own privacy, and to ensure that our innermost thoughts remain truly our own. Imagine firewalls for your mind, passwords for your thoughts, and encryption for your dreams. Ethical debates would rage about the ownership of thoughts, the right to mental privacy, and the potential for thought manipulation. The very definition of privacy would need to be redefined in this brave new world. The ethics of thought navigating the moral maze of mind reading. The ability to read minds raises a host of ethical dilemmas. Is it ever right to delve into another person's thoughts without their consent? What are the limits of telepathic intrusion? And who gets to decide how this powerful ability is used? These questions have no easy answers. The ability to read minds is a double-edged sword, capable of both great good and great harm. We would need to establish clear ethical guidelines and regulations to prevent abuse and ensure that this extraordinary ability is used responsibly. A world without secrets, utopia or dystopia. So what would a world where everyone could read minds look like? Imagine a society where thoughts are no longer private, where every emotion and intention is laid bare for all to see. Would it be a utopia of understanding and empathy, where secrets cease to exist and conflicts are resolved through open communication? Picture a world where misunderstandings are a thing of the past and everyone is truly seen and heard. Or would it be a dystopian nightmare of constant surveillance and suspicion, where our innermost thoughts are laid bare and our minds are no longer our own? Envision a reality where privacy is a relic of the past and trust is eroded by the fear of exposure. The truth, as with most things, likely lies somewhere in between. A world where telepathy exists would be complex, filled with both incredible opportunities and daunting challenges. The ability to read minds has the potential to both unite and divide us, to create bonds of unprecedented depth and to sow seeds of discord. It has the power to bring us closer together, fostering a sense of unity and shared understanding, and to tear us further apart, highlighting our differences and insecurities. The future of telepathy, and indeed the future of humanity itself, hinges on how we choose to wield this extraordinary power. Will we use it to build a more connected and compassionate world, or will we let it drive us into deeper isolation and mistrust? As we stand on the precipice of this potential telepathic age, the choices we make will define the future of humanity. The ability to read minds could revolutionize our world, from personal relationships to global politics. But with great power comes great responsibility. Imagine the possibilities. A world where empathy is not just an ideal, but a lived reality, where the walls that separate us crumble under the weight of shared understanding. In this new world, we could resolve conflicts before they escalate, understand each other's pain, and connect on a level previously thought impossible. Yet the shadow of misuse looms large. The same power that could unite us also has the potential to control and manipulate. In the wrong hands, telepathy could become a tool of oppression, stripping away the very essence of our individuality and autonomy. The future of telepathy is a double-edged sword. It offers us a glimpse into a world of unparalleled connection and unity, but also warns us of the perils of losing our privacy and freedom. As we navigate this uncharted territory, the onus is on us to use this gift wisely, to foster a society that values both openness and respect for personal boundaries. Ultimately, the future of telepathy will reflect the best and worst of human nature. It will be a testament to our capacity for empathy and our propensity for control. The choice is ours, to build a world that embraces the profound possibilities of mind reading with caution and care, or to succumb to the darker impulses that this power could unleash. The journey ahead is uncertain, but one thing is clear. The way we choose to harness the power of telepathy will shape the destiny of humanity. Will we rise to the occasion, or will we fall prey to the very fears we seek to overcome?